Welcome to the Lawson and Gift podcast. Make sure to hit that like button, share the videos, and subscribe. We got a big game this week, a couple playoff games actually, but this one in particular, Packers +3 at 49ers.
Giff, when you look at this game, I think you have to start with the quarterbacks. I think you have to start with Aaron the Game Rodgers versus Jimmy G. And while I think Aaron the Game Rodgers is going to show up, give me the 49ers to win in the cover. I think they're going to run the ball better, and the way to attack the Packers is running the football down their throat continuously, then peppering that pretty damn good secondary with play action. I think that's the difference, and I think the first point you're going to have is, well, can these Packers tackles hold up against Bosa and D Ford? That's another reason why I have to side with the 49ers.
Yeah, and that is a big mismatch, I think. But I do think Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to find space, and I do think a lot of points are going to be scored. The over-under is 47.5 for this game. I think it goes over, and I think Aaron the Game Rodgers outduels Jimmy G. I think it's going to come to that. Now, there's going to be plays where Bosa gets home and sacks Rodgers. I think that's going to happen. D Ford too, because we've seen Bakhtiari and Bulaga have problems with speed rushers. Bulaga particularly, we've seen him get pushed back a lot too, so I think he'll have a hard time against Bosa. But again, I think Rodgers makes enough plays. So if you're giving me that matchup first, Jimmy G or Rodgers, I got to go with Aaron the Game Rodgers.
Well, so you think the Packers are going to get this upset?
Yeah, I think the Packers take this game.
I have to say I'm a little bit concerned because last time they were in California, the Chargers put the boots to them, and it doesn't look like the Chargers can beat too many teams. We all know teams have bad weeks, but I do think the Packers are especially vulnerable because everyone's hyping up this run game with Aaron Jones, and that's one thing you need to do. The best way to attack a great pass rusher is you run it down his throat 25 times and keep run-pass balance. Are the Packers going to be able to do that against real opposition? Not that the 49ers have like a star in that interior, but if they got pretty damn good players in that interior. Maybe the linebacking core isn't up to snub, but I still think it's enough to stop Aaron Jones. Rodgers throws over 35 times. He's going to get touched a lot, man. That's
the Packers' formula for success in this game, and it's maybe ideally not a good one, but Aaron Rodgers is going to have to throw. That's what's going to happen. He's got to air it out, and I think he can take advantage of that secondary.
But they got to throw it quick, man. You got to get out of your hands quick. 49ers play a lot of cover 3. Get it out to the flat quick. Get it out of your hand quick, because if you're holding 4 or 5 seconds, that's tough. But maybe on play action, that's when you can. We've been waiting all year for someone to attack the 49ers vertically. That's where they're weak. Play action, step up, rip it 50, get them on the back heel. Don't let them just be able to step into cover 3 all day and let Bosa hit you. You got to pound it, play action. That's when you go deep against them.
I agree, and ideally that would be what they need. Also, Davante Adams, he has to be a huge factor in this if Green Bay is going to have success. And I don't care how this game goes. If Davante Adams doesn't have a big game, Packers aren't winning.
They aren't going to win. And listen, Richard Sherman, Giff, I know everyone we like because he's entertaining and whatnot. But, Giff, this is an average starting NFL corner at this point. Nothing more, nothing less. He's average, good starter. Not good, just an average starter in this league. We need average starters. Akella Witherspoon, I don't think is all that good. There's a lot of holes in this secondary, but you're right. Davante Adams has to be heavily involved in this game plan, and you got to hope Jimmy the Red Ram Graham can do something, because that's always a question. That's why I'm going against the Packers. I don't see how they're able to generate enough time to be able to hit the 49ers where it hurts, which is vertically, without running the football. If they run the football, they're going to win, but I don't think they do. 49ers will run that football a lot better.
Well, that's the next part we got to talk about, because if in order for the 49ers to win this, the run game with Tevin Coleman has to be there. That has to be extremely good in this game. Now, I don't think that the Packers are going to have an easy time getting to Jimmy G, because the 49ers have been getting good tackle play, and I think it's ridiculous that they're nicknaming them the Super Smith brothers. I mean, let's calm down a little bit.
What did Preston Smith do in Washington?
Zadarius Smith is good, but come on. He's not an elite pass rusher. It's not at that point.
No.
So I think, that's...
Doesn't matter about them. It's just about going down and getting exposing Blake Martinez and those weak butter linebackers. That's really what it's all about, right? And the overrated Kenny Clark. It's about getting in the I formation, Shanahan working those zone running schemes and pounding it. That's what this game is about.
And Shanahan also, that it's big on him. Now, obviously, I think the coaching edge goes to Shanahan. So, again, 49ers have that in their back pocket. But he can't get overzealous with the pass.
No, he
you
can't.
got to start to run. You got to run the ball against the Packers first. You don't want Jimmy G to get uncomfortable because we've seen him crumble. We've seen it happen in big games. And, they played the Cardinals and he was able to come back, but that's the Cardinals. This is the Packers. This is a different animal.
Yeah, it is.
Jimmy G is going to be put on the spotlight. Is he ready to go against
There's
Rodgers?
a lot of pressure on the 49ers because the Seahawks are breathing down their neck after the Seahawks beat them on Monday night. I mean, this game's important because when you get to the playoffs, I mean, do you really want to go to Lambeau Field? Is that something you want to do? Absolutely not. I'm not going to say, oh, no, this is a must-win for the 49ers, but I think this game's more important for the 49ers, to be honest. That's the way I'm going.
It definitely is. And when I look at coaching, too, Patton, to me, is part of it because I'm trying to figure out if he's going to have to send blitzes in this game.
He will. That's why I'm cooling off on the Smith brothers talk because the Packers generate a lot of pressure through blitzes.
Yeah.
It's not like there were 49ers not blitzing all day, letting Bosa and D Ford wreak havoc.
And in a situation like that, too, you think about Emmanuel Sanders, Deebo Samuel, and you think about Shanahan and getting them on crossing routes in short passes. That could be huge, too, because you mentioned the linebackers for the Packers being a problem. That if they're sending a blitz and then you got Deebo or Emmanuel Sanders cutting across, that's going to be money. And that could be a big problem, too.
Subscribe, hit the like button, share the videos, the Lawson and Gift podcast.